like 3-year-olds wandering around this world. We want what we want, when we want it, and good Lord, don't tell us what to do. Welcome to the Yes Show. I'm your host, Christine Trippy. Each week, we'll explore the life-changing power of saying yes, along with hotel leadership made easy. Get ready for inspiration, fun, and sweet hospitality. Let's go. Hey there, Wise Pineapples. Welcome back to the Yes Show. Today, I'm back with a quick and juicy solo episode of Hotel Leadership Made Easy. We're diving into some big game-changing ideas from my book, Yes is the Answer. Specifically, we're tackling the last 2 steps on how to say yes in every situation. Because who doesn't want more yes in their life? But first, if you haven't caught episode number 5 yet, that's where I shared the first 2 steps. So go back, give that a listen. But don't worry, I'll catch you up real quick right here, right now. Our guests, they're the heroes of the hospitality story. And guess what? We get to be their guide. The magic happens when we stand tall, rooted in confidence. When we do that, our guests will naturally let us guide them. And in every interaction, it becomes smoother, friendlier, and most importantly, positive. The first step in Yes is the Answer is to make friends first. This is all about building the habit to resist that knee-jerk no reaction. No one likes being told no, especially when we can help them. The second step is to tell them what we can do, because nobody cares about what you can't do. People want solutions, not problems. Okay, I think we're caught up now. Let's jump into the final 2 steps by painting a little picture, shall we? Now, I want you to imagine this. A guest strolls up to the front desk and asks, "Can I get a late checkout?" You're already feeling a pinch of anxiety because the housekeeping manager just called you and said, "No more late checkouts past 1 p.m. Woo! Stress already starts to creep in, and without even thinking, you respond, "You'll have to check out at 1 p.m. That's the latest I can do." Now, let me ask you, how often do you hear the guest reply with something like this? "Can I get 1:30? 9 times out of 10, right? But why? Do they really need those extra 30 minutes? Of course not. If you're following me here, you know exactly what's going on. It's all about control. We are hardwired for survival, and how that shows up today is to be in control and to have the last word, to feel empowered. True or true? You know it's true. Here's the golden key. The third step to saying yes is to offer options. I'll say that again. Offer options. When you provide choices, you're not just helping someone, you're putting them back in control. It's Psychology 101. People feel safer, happier, and more empowered when they're the ones making decisions. Let's break this down. Hey, before we dive deeper, a quick word from our amazing sponsor, my very own Crown Society, the world's only hospitality insiders club. The Crown Society delivers royal strategies, motivation, and community to help you crush your goals and level up your skills. Ever feel like you're navigating this industry all by yourself? Wish you had a community of high performers, a safe place to ask any question, and a wealth of knowledge to tap into? Look no further. Inside the Crown Society Vault, you'll find over 20 masterclasses, including outstanding onboarding, Let's Empower, the full Yes is the Answer series, Clean Camp, and guess what? We just entered the final quarter of the 2024 game. Imagine what you can accomplish this quarter before the record books close inside our club. Just for the Yes Show listeners, I've got an exclusive offer for you. Use the promo code YESSHOW, YESSHOW, to get $94 off a quarterly membership. I really want you to enjoy a full quarter with us to win this year. That's 1 month free. But hurry because our doors are only open until Friday. Head to the link in the show notes and learn more about the Crown Society. Back to the Yes Show. Now back to the psychology of offering options. Here's the thing. When you give someone options, you're guiding them with confidence while allowing them to feel in control. You stay calm, cool, collected as the guide, and they get to feel like the boss. Win-win. But what if you can't think of more than one option? Don't sweat it, my friends. I've got a magical phrase for you that will still put your customer in the control seat. And that is, does that work for you? This phrase is pure gold. It still puts the guest in control without making them feel boxed in and dictated to. You're not dictating to them. You're partnering with them. Let's circle back to that late checkout example. A guest asks for a late checkout. Instead of panicking, you take a breath, you make friends first, and respond with something like this. Thank you for letting me know how I can enhance your visit. I can extend your checkout complimentary until 1 p.m. Will that work for you? Did you feel the shift there? Compare that to a more rigid 1 p.m. is the latest I can do. It's a totally different vibe, isn't it? By making friends first, offering a solution, and putting the control in their hands, you create a yes mentality and a much more agreeable customer and a much more agreeable mother-in-law. Here is a quote that I think nails this perfectly. Hospitality exists when the other person believes that you're on their side. When you start with no and dictate rules, guests don't feel like you care or that you're on their side. But when you connect from the heart, they feel it and they believe that you're doing everything possible to help them. Do you feel that with me? Hey, feel free to DM me or email me, ask questions, or provide your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. Here's another consequence of starting with no and not standing tall. When you shrink in your confidence and say, no, I'm sorry, unfortunately, you're telling the guests with your voice, your body language, and your words that we've done something wrong. And it opens the door for them to be let down and complain. But when you stand tall and guide them with positive responses, they don't get that signal that you've done something wrong. And they let you guide them. And the whole interaction is positive and helpful and productive. Let's get to that fourth and final step. Be creative. We all know there are going to be those hard no's. Can I get a discount? Will you price match? Is the date available? Can you waive my cancellation fee? Can I have a chicken, shrimp, and fish taco plate? That's my favorite. The list goes on and on and on, right? But here's the thing. Everyone, whether you're a parent, a new bride, a manager, a frontline coworker, or in headquarters, we all have a customer to serve. So plan for those friction points. What are your customers' biggest frustrations? And what are your team members' biggest pain points? If we anticipate them and get creative with our yes, we can provide legendary experiences. So here's a couple of their examples. Beds are too soft or hard? Have a backup bedboard or pillow toppers ready to go. A guest asking for a discount? Be prepared with budget-friendly options or offer a first-time client value add. Let me give you a quick example of that. I was working with a spa, and they often would you price match or would you have a discount? And so rather than going to the no, they were very adamant about not discounting, which I understood their price integrity. But I said, what about a value add? Oh, thank you for letting me know you're trying us for the first time. Every new guest, we do an extra 15-minute scalp massage. So they started doing that and they loved it. Then they added an extra enhancement of the scalp massage so that the next time they came back, they added it onto their bill. Do you see how yes as the answer can also be revenue producing? Mm-hmm. All right, a few more examples for you. A bride who loves sparkles, offer her sparkling tablecloths and napkins, or suggest hosting her cocktail reception in your gorgeous outdoor garden area where she can go wild with glitter. A pool is closed for renovation. Team up with a local water park or a sister property and offer complimentary passes and transportation. There is always a way you can say yes, and just need to be ready and creative in order to find it. So there you have it. 4 simple steps to saying yes every single time. Number 1, make friends first. Number 2, tell them what they can do. Number 3, offer options. And 4, be creative. Now, energy times execution equals your sweet results. You might be driving along in that car and feeling pumped up about this. However, if you don't go back to your team, find those hard no's, teach them how to say yes, you won't have the sweet results you're hoping for. Let's take action. Remember last time I asked you to create a list of your hard no's. Listen for when you or your team members say, "No, I'm sorry, unfortunately." And if you haven't done that yet, start there. Create the list of what your hard no's are. Then we're going to map out the 4 steps. How will you make friends? What can you offer? What options do you have? And do you need to get creative and create a yes? Start practicing with your team and get ready to shine that pineapple. I also have a free resource to help you map it all out inside the show notes. So check that out. Is that cool or is that cool? My friends, that is super cool. I can't wait to hear all about your yes stories. And until next time, be confident, be empowered, and lead from the heart. I love you guys. That's a wrap for today's show. Say yes to taking action and changing the world one yes at a time. And oh, my friend, will you say yes to review, like, and subscribe? The more yeses you give, the more juicy goodness I can bring to all of you wise pineapples. Cool or cool?